started on the journey tonight. I want to specially welcome you to Energy presentation tonight. Energy is a Japanese company since 1974. This wonderful company is being up and running, producing wonderful technology called Kangen machine. So Kangen machine come into existence as a research done by a group of Japanese doctors over spring water. Spring water is a rock water. Rock water from the top of the rock that hit the down of the rock that change the molecular structures of the water. This group of Japanese doctors discovered that spring water actually heals the body, because most people that have access to it, they call it miracle water. And that was the reason why they have to go into a serious research to check what is present in the spring water that is not present in the regular water. And they find something amazing, something that brought us here tonight. And after that, they also continue the research. How can they replicate this spring water? How can they develop a technology that can help to convert our tap water into the same spring water? And the research shows that there is another rock called titanium rock. Using titanium rock to make a plate, and electric shock is on this plate. When water passes through it, this plate will separate that your tap water into two parts, positive electron water and negative electron water. And the two water was taken to the lab, and the positive electron water have the same regular ingredient like the regular water we consume, while the negative one has the same active hydrogen that is present in the spring water. And this technology was concluded in 1974. And the leading doctors that led this group of doctors is called Dr. Shiriata. And because they are Japanese doctor, they call the name of the technology Kangen technology, because they are a group of Japanese doctors. So the meaning of Kangen, it means return to origin. So every time you are drinking water from Kangen machine, you are simply telling your body return back to origin. There is no how we can talk about water if you don't look at the present water we have. But before that, my name is Adiemifa Komisi, as you can see on the platform. That means CCA distributors, the four CCA distributors of Energy International. The vision was, comes to me in 2022 month of August, and I decided to take the bull by the horn, and I keep running with the vision. To the glory of God, we are here where we are today, which is CCA distributors. Okay, it's a thing that you can actually achieve once you believe in the vision. So there is no how we can talk about water without looking at the present water that we met. Here is water productions, plastic water. A lot of companies produce plastic storage water. Now, the problem with this water is the plastics that hold the water. Now, these plastics, there is a chemical used in producing it, which is called bisphenol or BPA. It's chemical used to preserve the plastics. Okay, is highly dangerous, highly hazardous when the water sits in the plastic for too long. If you look at the productions of this water, when it is produced in the factories at pH of 7, and they will take the fresh of it to NAFDAC for approval. After approving, then they will cork it and disburse it to their distribution channel. Before it gets to you, the consumer, before you unlock this, the water will have seated minimum 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, sometimes 4 months. The longer duration the water sits in this plastic, that bisphenol chemical will leach and destroy the freshness of the water. Another thing is the distribution channel systems, when their distribution, their wholesalers or retailers receive it, most of them keep it in front of their office to attract buyers. When the sun rises on it, it heats the plastics and makes the chemical of bisphenol to leach and destroy the freshness of the water. As at the time you are drinking this water, you are not actually drinking the original fresh water that the company produced. Bisphenol is responsible to disease both adults and children. We need to store water, drink in plastics. Water is not meant to restore. Water is meant to collect fresh and drink. Welcome to the world of energy. Kangen water is our wonderful production water that come out from the technological Kangen machine. Better health starts with better water. Let's see if Kangen will represent this. Here is the distribution channels of Kangen technology. Since 1974, when the first machine was produced, it was a bigger version of it, what directly supply the machine to hospital in Japan. It is only hospital in Japan that use Kangen machine until 1994, 20 whole year. Every Kangen machine that was produced was supplied directly to hospital. So 1994, they produced domestic model unit, which is SZ501. And then they launched it. They launched their network marketing in order to help distributions faster to end users. And from then, the systems has been distributed in smaller units to every homes and even hospital around the world. Until 2003, the distribution was still done in Japan. 2003, distribution extended to New York, which is United States of America. From there, they were able to spread to so many countries of the world today. In Africa, we got information in 2022 month of August, and we started demonstration on the 6th of the machine. By November, the company approved Nigeria to spearhead the distribution in the whole Africa. To the glory of God, by May 10th, 2023, Nigeria office was opened in Adeni Jos, and that is how we have it in Africa. Now, Nigeria spearhead distributions in any countries of Africa. They have to order the machine from Nigeria. So welcome to the world of energy. Presently, we run business in 25 countries and 42 locations around the world. Here is the water, the 5 locations where the water was being fetched to take it to the lab. And a lot of people clean up. You can see Ludan, France, Mexico, India, and Saudi Arabia, which is a lot of people clean up to get the water, and they call it miracle water. Here is the result of the research done by a group of Japanese doctors led by Dr. Shiriata, discovered that the 5 locations water they take to the lab have same healing property. And the healing property there is called active hydrogen. Active hydrogen, if it's present in the water you consume on a daily basis, is going to have 3 major properties of 1, antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. ORP means there is oxidation reduction potential. That is, in the spring water and Kangen water, oxidation potential, reduction, it is negative, while regular water is positive, meaning regular water is oxidation present, while spring water and Kangen water is negative. And that makes the water to become automatic antioxidant. So Kangen water is filled with active hydrogen. And here is the SZ501 made in 1994. It produced 5 different types of water, like the bigger size. Now, the first button is red, which is power button. The next button, after connecting with your regular tap through the supply hose into the machine, if you put it on Kangen, the first button there will take you to 8.5. If you repeat the click, it will take you to 9.0. Last button press on the Kangen button takes you to 9.5. These 3 steps of the pH is very, very okay to help your buffer in order for metabolism's sake. This is the best water that can help you to convert or to help your acid tissue to be flushed out and build alkaline body system in a natural way. The next button is green button, which is clean water, 7.0. This is actually the machine in case you need water to take your doctor medication, in case you need water to be fed by babies. The next button is beauty water. Beauty water is a water for your bathing to help moisturization of your skin, to get rid of wrinkles and get rid of dryness in your skin. And you can also get Kangen water. When you click Kangen water, button, the water coming out from the front of the machine will dispense to you Kangen water, while the waste of Kangen water is also beauty water. The next button is the last button, which is orange button, which will give you the front button, the front hose, 11.5. Strong Kangen water, 11.5. The waste of 11.5 is strong acid water, which is 2.5. All these water, these 5 different types of water is dispensed by Kangen water for the healthiness of the family. So here is a live demonstration. The first one we are going to demonstrate is the one we drink, which is Kangen water, which is anti-oxidation because of the negative ORP. And that makes the water to become antioxidant because oxidation is not present. And when you consume water that is rich in antioxidant, it will stop the effectiveness of cancerous cells in your body system and also stops the cells that is oxidized in your body. That makes your body to slow down in aging process. Now, when we talk about oxidation, oxidation does exist in our environment because our environment that is highly polluted with dust, with carbon from generator, with carbon from cars, okay, all these pollute the oxygen in our environment, make it to become highly oxidized. All right, when you live in a high oxidation environment, the faster you age. So oxidation in human is aging, which we accomplish with disease. Now, if another thing you can also know oxidation is a fresh tomato that will text you, or fresh apple, when you give an apple a first bite, and when you wait, that first bite will show white. After about 10-15 minutes, the white becomes brown because the environment is highly oxidized. So oxidation in things like apple or nails is rotting. That is another word of oxidation. So you can also see oxidation in tomato. Tomato fresh, a woman will cook a very healthy food and sweet soup for the healthiness of the family. Once the tomato is rotting, that is oxidation. Then the soup will definitely lose its taste. It becomes so sour. Now, in apple and tomato, you will know oxidation, and thereby you remove them. You don't eat, okay? But when it comes to water, you cannot know because water is transparent in nature. Living tissue plus oxidation in water is equal to sickness. That is, if the water you consume on a daily basis is actually oxidation water, you are simply consuming acidities into your tissue, and that will make disease to happen in your body system. Now, this meter is the only thing that can tell you that water is actually oxidation present. ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential meter. This meter is used by swimming pool people. In swimming pool, you need the oxidation to read millivolt of positive of oxidation, at least 1,500 to 2,000. The higher it is, the better. That's why they have to pour all manner of chemical chlorine into the water to increase the oxidation in order to prevent the swimmer not to transfer any skin disease or whatever to one another, to prevent them. But that makes the water to be highly oxidized. Now, the water we drink should be read from the meter as negative ORP. When the water is read negative ORP, then the water becomes antioxidant, and it will reduce oxidative stress. It will give strength to your cell to stop stress in your body system. Now, fruit is also antioxidant. When you blend a fresh fruit, especially fruit that is not chemically grown, and it's fresh, liquid, and once you blend it, then drop the meter also, it will give you negative, but the negative will like 100 thereabout. Vitamin C also is also antioxidant. That is why you see people with cancer, they need a lot of vitamin C to help them because antioxidant is rich in vitamin C, which is orange. Next is cod olive oil. It's about 200. But a glass cup of Kangen water, negative reading there is about 400 and above, meaning it's very, very high in antioxidant. Next is tap water, canned drinks, bottled water, reverse osmosis water, all this is oxidation water that will spark what we call aging, is highly what? Oxidized. So there is a video that's going to tell us more about this. First, we have the tap water here. Tap water, we have the reverse osmosis water. The next one is Fuji. Fuji is a chemically induced water. Classic also water. The next one is Avila, which is also chemically induced water. Is also classic water. The next one is soft drinks. Soft drinks is highly acidic. So, and also sugar drink. We can represent that sugar drink. Lastly, fresh Kangen water from Kangen machine. Now, ORP meter is the only meter that can tell you whether oxidation is present or negative. Now, this is a meter. A drop of the sensitive part into the water will show positive or negative reading. When reading is coming out, like the tap water is reading without minus, it is plus. Okay, 400 plus. Reverse osmosis, 400 plus. Viju and Avina, 400 plus. But sugar drink is reading 430, 450 to 500 plus oxidation, meaning sugar is higher in oxidation. That makes you spark disease or spark aging in human body. But look at Kangen water is reading negative 500 and above. The higher the negative, the more oxidant, the more antioxidant. The higher the positive, the more aging will be oxidized. So the only water here that is fresh, that is antioxidant rich, is Kangen water. Immediately this water gets into your body, this Kangen water, the negative it makes the water to have electron. That electron is an oxygen that helps the transportation of the water to be able to hydrate your body within a 30 seconds. And that gives, a high rejuvenation system into your red blood cells and white blood cells so that your cell can be able to protect your body system. That negative also gives strength to the red blood cells and white blood cells in order to fight anything that has to do with cancerous cell. In the presence of cancerous cell, when you bring in oxygen rich, which is antioxidant, cancerous cells will be powerless. That is why Kangen water can help those that have these cancerous cells conditions. Okay? Then the negative also help to have what we call a system that is called detoxification. Detoxifying any form of toxicities in the human body, even from the sugar or from the carbon or whatever in our body system. That is why when we drink Kangen water, within a short time, started going to the restroom as often as possible. Okay? Now, here is comparison between antioxidant present in a glass cup of Kangen water versus antioxidant present in fruit. In sticks of banana, you need to eat 94 sticks of banana in order to have the equivalent antioxidant in a glass cup of Kangen water. In carrot, about 38 sticks of carrot. But does it mean that we stop eating fruit? Capital no, because fruit contains a lot of nutrient that is needed in our body system. But when you eat your fruit, you drink Kangen water, you get more beneficial from your fruit. Now, the second property, which is called anti-aging, and under that we have alkalinity. Under alkalinity, we need to have more understanding about alkaline, why water needs to be alkaline, and why we need to stay away from acid water. Number one, there are so many ways of making water to become alkaline. One of the ways is by induction. Induction means you have something to original water and you step up the pH to alkaline pH, which is artificial pH. Let me call it that, artificial pH. Okay? Now, when you add baking soda into water, it becomes alkaline. When you add lime into water, it becomes alkaline. Then when you add, there are some bottle they call alkaline bottle. Transfer irregular water into that alkaline bottle, we sell by Chinese people, and the water become automatic alkaline. Thirdly, you can call the treatment guy to dose your water, add a lot of chemicals to boost the pH of your water. That is called induction alkaline. All that is classified as induction alkaline water. Okay, in alkaline water, which is induction, is not good for our body system because when you drink it, the pH is still remain, the pH is alkaline, but the molecular structure of the water is still very much intact, meaning when you consume it, it stocks up in your tummy, which makes the absorption rate of the water to your cell becomes so difficult. For your body to get access to the alkaline, it is your kidneys and your liver that will break it down to a smaller unit before your cell can get access to the alkaline. That is why doctors say such alkaline is not good. As a matter of fact, you can't consume 8 pH of induction alkaline water. If you do so, within a short time, your organ will start having issues. That is why when you mention alkaline in the presence of doctor, they'll tell you that you shouldn't go there because it's not good, because they only knows that alkaline is made through what? Induction. All right. But Kangen 1 becomes alkaline through ionization. Your tap water go into Kangen machine, and without adding anything, rather, Kangen machine will separate from the original water bad electron and negative electron. If you check the bad one, the pH will be acid, while the negative electron will become alkaline, and the molecular structures has been reduced to a smaller unit, make the water faster absorption. Now, to check pH in water, you need pH tester, which is a liquid, potential hydrogen liquid, and pH scale. Scales could be digit or color chart. Here we have color chart. Charts start from 0 and end in 14. Middle of the chart is 7, which is neutral. That is green colored. Any water that is light green, yellow, orange, red is acid water. Anything above light blue, dark blue is 8 pH, light blue is above 7. Anything from 8.5 is light purple, and above that is alkaline, which is a 9 and 9 point something. They are all dark purple. Now, all this is alkaline and is healthy water, okay? Now, I also have another video that will also teach us more understanding about alkaline water, which is natural from Kangen machine. This is pH tester, potential hydrogen liquid. This can show you the colors of the water, and now compare it with the color chart we see earlier. The first water is tap water, which is every government produced at 7 pH, but unfortunately we don't have that in Nigeria. The next water is reverse osmosis water. Reverse osmosis usually flatten pH in the water. V2 is already alkaline because it is induction. It is chemically induced, while the same thing as Vina. But look at the sugar. Sugar is pure red, which is rich, which is too much of activity. But Kangen water is the only one that is nice purple there. Now, a little, when you have acid body and you started drinking Kangen water, you begin to remove your tissue to acid, to alkaline, and that creates a environment of healthy into your body cells and help your body to be healthy. But sugar drinks, look at it, pouring Kangen water into sugar, it still remains acid. Why? Because the concentrate of sugar is very, very high in acidity. Anytime you are drinking it, a cup of sugar into a healthy body destroy the healthy in that body, because little drop of that into your body systems will destroy the body. When you are consuming all these drinks, you take a whole bottle. According to Dr. Romeshinya says, for you to neutralize a glass cup of sugar into your healthy body, if you drink a glass cup of sugar into your body, you need 33 cup of Kangen water, 9.5 to neutralize a glass cup of acid sugar drink that you take into your body. You agree with me that I condemn sugar a lot, but our body actually needs some levels of sugar. But that sugar that your body is craving for is present in the fruit, is present in carrot, in watermelon, in orange, and all those fruit. This kind of sugar is natural sugar that easily your body can metabolize. But sugar here destroy the body cell and build acid tissue in your body systems that give strength to cancerous cells to spread until it kills the body, which is cancer. You need to remove sugar from your drink if you really want to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Now, there is a research done by a doctor. His name is Dr. Otto Erik Warburg. He did research in 1923 and won a Nobel Prize of Physiology in 1931. He is a German doctor. And in his works, that the metabolism of tumor, he demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen develops acidosis in the body system. And that oxygen is talking about, you can see it in Kangen water, which in other water it is not present. Okay, so when you drink Kangen water, it will stops the acidity in the body systems. That will create a lot of oxygen into your body system, and the oxygen is the healing property that your body needed to fight any stranger in your body system. Last paragraph, it said the private cell, 35% of oxygen. In 48 hours, the good cells can become cancerous cell, which is cancer in the body. Last property that I'm presenting to you is called microcluster. Microcluster is talking about small water cluster that lead to easy absorption in human body. Human body contain 70% of water. That is, your body is more of water than food that you consume most of the time. In order to confirm that, look at the organs, the ratios of which water is in organs. Lungs is about 90%, blood is 82%, skin is 80%, muscle is 75%, brain is 70%, while bone is 22%. But look, let's make use of blood. If blood is 82% of water, the remaining 18% that make up the 100%, we have red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So if water that stands as an electron is minus, you can imagine how can the blood, how can the platelet and the red blood cell be able to move all over the body? So that will create a kind of triglyceride, which is sticky part of cholesterol, okay, that will not allow the blood to pass. And when the artery is shut down or blocked, then it can lead to side paralysis or thereabout, which is stroke. Now, two major reasons why the water we consume should be micro-sized in unit is number one, supply channel of nutrient into the body. Where do you get nutrient from? From food and food you consume on daily basis. The water you drink after those food will determine whether the nutrient in the food will get into your cell. Secondly, detox channel waste out of the body. Where do you get also waste from? From the same food and fruit you consume. The larger portion of those food is actually waste that stocks in the colon. So you need water that is micro-sized to get rid of waste. You need water that is micro-sized to supply nutrient to your cell. Now, another thing is that can also help us to detox is when we consume fruit that is rich in fiber. Food rich in fiber will help the colon to get rid of the waste. So, and most of the time we consume carbohydrate. That is why you see most of the food we consume stocks in the back in our colon. That will lead to future disease in the body. That's why we say death in the colon. Microcluster is talking about better hydration. When the water is micro, then it will be easier for elimination of toxic because it will hydrate your body as fast as possible. Regular water is H2O. The clusters of regular water is about 15 to 20. It clusters together. Physical eyes cannot see this, but with microscope, you can get this formula that I'm giving you on water. So large cluster limit absorption. This is what you experience when you drink irregular water. Your tummy is bloated. You begin to water. Even your mouth will ask you to drink more of the water because the body is not seeing the water that you drink. Okay? The same water go through Kangen machine. Kangen machine will now separate the bad electron from the original water. That will cut down the H2O to a smaller unit of molecules, and the molecules become like 5 to 6, and it becomes micro. Easy absorption happen to the water. So to do this demonstration, I have another video that will help us. Now, to do the demonstration, we have a tea bag. Tea bag is a faster way you can use to check microcluster capability in Kangen water. Here we have Chinese tea, all right, Tulin, very, very powerful tea. Now, regular water, to make a tea, you need to boil it. At boiling stage is micro. That's why you see you drop tea in hot water, it will bruise the tea. But right now, Kangen is not being boiled, and the tea is out. Why the regular water is struggling to bring out the tea? This is what you experience when you drink the regular water. Your tummy is bloated, and the water is not busy by the body. Because why? The water is too larger. Now, this is what we are looking at. The second demo is going to show us nutrient in food. All right? Now, these two teas, the same size in a cup, but two different types of water. See one will destroy the nutrient. The second one will build more of the nutrient. Kangen water will multiply the nutrient in the food you consume. That is why when you eat that good food, the water you drink there will determine whether your body will even receive the nutrient. But Kangen water not only taking the nutrient to your body, it will also multiply itself so that you can get more beneficial from the good food you have supplied into your body. This microcluster is a secret of Kangen water because Microcluster helps your body to get access to the first property in Kangen water, which is antioxidant. Also, the second property, which is called alkaline, which is anti-aging. So thus will helps your body to flush out any antibody out of your body system, even death of the cell, because cells have a lifespan. Okay, rejuvenation also is a process where the cell become rebirth, because our body system is supposed to begin to reproduce the cell based on the kind of food we supply and the kind of water we supply to our body system. So this is the beneficial of what Kangen water could do to your body system. Kangen machine is not just an essential, it is a must to every homes. What I'm presenting is not just a theory. They have not been approved by professionals. Not only approved, but these doctors you are seeing, they write a lot of books to keep the knowledge to the next generation. The first doctor here is Dr. Iromishinya. Dr. Iromishinya is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is a procedure where they put camera from your back end to gain access to your internal body system to check the state of your colon. Okay, he's a co-inventor of that. He writes a book called Enzyme Factor. The next one is Dave Carpenter. Dave Carpenter writes a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. Next is Bob G. Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. This guy is a director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He writes a book called Killing Cancer, Not People, because this body, if anybody have cancer, they will recommend them to go for chemo, because chemo is a serious business. And a section of chemo in Nigeria is about 450 to 500,000 per section. And if you have a cancer, maybe you go for like eight doses. If you go for 8 doses, about 4 million naira. But this man, he discovered something amazing in Kangen technology, and he wrote a book to send a message to this body so that I will not recommend someone with cancer to go for chemo. Rather, I would recommend them to go for Kangen water, because this water will help to build strong immunity that can fight cancerous cells. So let's go for that to see some of these books and see what it says about this technology. The first one is Killing Cancer Not People on chapter 6 said, step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionized water could save your life. On page 158, it said, I believe that ionized water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. It is a mandatory for them that they need to accept it if really they want to have good health. On page 168, it said, if I were looking for electrolyzer unit today, I would choose SD501 made by Energy Company, simply the raw source of water ionizer, Kangen water, being in business for 30 years, because this book was written 20 years ago. So Energy is celebrating 50 years in this month of June. Now, you can see it's telling you that we also have other ionizer out there, but it's distinguishing this one from the rest. And it's also saying that it's giving it a Rolls Royce, that this is a highly premium product. Okay? Now, on page 170, it said, I have no financial interest in all my recommendation on my whatever. He said, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. That is, he's doing it willingly in order to keep the knowledge to the next generation and let people see that this, if you have any health challenges, that is not the end of your life. Dr. Iromishinya is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. He's a professor of surgery in Aba Eastern College of Medicine, New York, chief endoscopy. He performed over 360,000 of colonoscopy. So he's not a small guy. He really contributes immensely into medicine world. On enzyme factor, page 159, said Kangen water is alkaline rich water. The pH range between 8 to 9, and is considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and anti-oxidation. The 3 properties we discussed is what you are seeing there. Somebody is sending a message. Oh, thank you, wonderful. Now, the man have 4 books before he died 6 years ago at the age of 96 years old. He's a Japanese American, but he died in the US. Okay, so he contributes immensely to the world of medicine. You can imagine if he doesn't put all this in books, are we going to see something to look at for today? So he recorded some of the testimony from Kangen technology after using it on treating colon. Here is someone with an inflammation. Inflammation is when the body is too acidic, then the body begins to draw the alkaline from the joint because it's not found in the consumption of our food. That makes the whole system is the way it looks like a lot of junks and residues in the colon. 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the system is back originally. Here is someone with breast cancer and chronic constipation. Okay, here is, you can see a lot of deaths of colons is there because colon is where the death actually comes from. Now, the next one is 3 months of consuming Kangen water. The whole system is cleansed off. Here is someone with cancer, but is already running through chemo. Remember, chemo is a targeted therapy. It burns the whole systems, kill both the good and the bad cells, and that leave the body burnt. But 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the result is amazing. Here is the first testimony that we recorded in installing Kangen machine in Maryland. That was 2022. Okay, in month of August. That same week we installed, a lady was invited, she's over, she came, and immediately hearing that we're talking about cancer, she put a call through to this woman that there is a miracle water in Maryland. And she said after she finished the dose of chemo, she has been looking for miracle because they said that this is the end of the chemo and there's nothing we can do anymore. Just be praying. And she was actually waiting for the death date. But to the glory of God, God bring this lady to talk to her about this miracle water, which she healed the cord. And what you are seeing here is before the Kangen into our body. This is 5 weeks after the water in her body. You can see. I remember that first they brought her. She couldn't even stand. A two-guy weighed her into the hall when Mr. Simon asked me to give her 11.5, and 10 minutes after, we started giving her 9.5. To the glory of God, 5 weeks after, here is in Radisson Blue in Lagos when we're having the first EKW. The next one is 9 months after. You can see a lot of smiles. I take the second picture and the last picture. Right now, as I'm talking to you, she's in, she's in what do you call it? Canada on a visit since December. She's traveled since December. We're expecting her this month of May. She's going to come back. Her testimony is this. She said that if anybody tell her that she's going to escape 2022 because she believed that that is going to be the end of the road, but she received a message from Almighty because of Kangen technology. So this is the first testimony. After this, we have recorded numerous testimony. Here is, you can actually go to the Google and type drinkers of Kangens around the world. You see all these people you are seeing. Mariah Carey, you see even Bill Gates, you see Obama, all of them. These people, they are drinking. I want to say this. I was told that Kangen machine have been installed in Nassau Rock since about 8 years ago. They have been drinking this water in Nassau Rock. So that is it. So over to you. If you want, place your order for your machine. So I've just talked only about one water. So Kangen machine produce 5 different types of water. The next water after Kangen is clean water. Clean water is recommended for medication and also for babies. You can't use Kangen water to take medication because of the absorption rate is very high. It might lead the drugs to become overdose in the body cell. But neutral water is water that can take the water according to the prescription by the doctor. So we don't ask to stop your drugs, but don't use Kangen water to take your drugs. Rather, use regular water, or if you have the machine, take neutral water from the machine. Feeding babies, this is the best water for babies from a day-old baby up to 6 months. Okay, why doctor asks antenatal to stop giving water to babies is because of all our water, they know that the waters are bad. That's why they ask them not to give. But before now, our great-grandmother used water to feed us when we are babies. They use teaspoon. When you have Kangen machine, you can get water that is free from chemicals, free from all manner of disease that can actually help the cells of the babies. The next water is beauty water for ladies. If you really want to keep your body skin intact while you slow down in aging process, the best water to bathe is beauty water. You can get beauty water from Kangen machine. When you are fetching Kangen from the front, the bad water coming out from the machine at the same time when you are fetching Kangen water is the best water for beauty. We also have a machine that you can also get
an Anespa shower machine and experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Anespa shower.
Our skin is like a sponge. It absorbs everything. So I use the Ines Spa because it helps to eliminate chlorine, and it also adds other minerals. It's like having a Japanese hot spring in your own home. It's a bit different, but it's made from the same.
This is the result of beauty water and also an Anispa. An Anispa is a machine. It doesn't produce water for you to drink, but it's directly installed in your shower. And you can send in hot water or cold water to give you the best spa in your skin to take away wrinkles and moisturize your skin. Also, beauty water from Kangen machine can be fetched and take to your bedroom for bathing, and you get the same result. Now, how will it look like if you can keep your skin from the day you were born up to adulthood? Life will be cool, life will be awesome, life will be beautiful. I say to you, change your water, change your life. The number 4 water is 11.5, which is not a regular drink water, but you can use it to facilitate healing process when you are sick or you are in a critical health condition. This is one of the water that we have to fill the woman that I show you the testimony. He has to take it for the next 2 whole months, at least a glass cup in the morning and a glass cup at night. Why? He will need to drink every day, 9.5 minimum, 3 to 4 liters every day. And that gives us the testimony that we recorded. And the same protocol, we'll be using it to everybody that have stage 4 cancer like her. And God has been giving us the testimony. Another thing you can also use 11.5 for is towards fruit and vegetables. Your rice, your beans, your fruit, your apple. Apple is full with a lot of wax. Okay, you can soak your beans, your apple in 11.5. All those waxes in the surrounded of apple, everything, you see it out. Now, 11.5 is actually use your beans. Beans, a lot of people use sniper to preserve beans. That's why you don't see weevils in beans anymore. But having Kangen machine in your home is a whole total holistic health. Now, farmers use oil-based chemical to filter to the farm because everything we are eating is coming from the farm. And farmer knows that oil and water don't mix. That's why they use oil-based chemical. Now, when they filter the chemical to the farm and rainfall so that the water, rain will not remove the chemical from the farm. So that's why they use oil-based chemical. But after the harvest of the crops, they bring it to the farm, to the market, and we bring it home. And this chemical is still present there. So now let's see if that will tell us how 11.5 can be used to get rid of pesticide. So here we have sesame oil. Okay, sesame oil is the oil. Remember, oil and water don't mix. So here we have 11.5 water and tap water, and here is 11.5 water. The difference. This is the oil in the cup. Tap water cannot dissolve the oil. The oil will stay afloat and water will go down because oil cannot penetrate water. Water cannot penetrate oil. But watch 11.5, same oil. 11.5 is microcluster capability. It has the power to emulsify, to break the oil and mix all the oil together, emulsify it. And the oil and the water cannot be separated like mist-like. So you can soak your rice, your beans, your apple, your tomato, your pepper, your turkey that we don't know where it's coming from. That's your catfish. You can soak it on 11.5 to get rid of lead out of catfish. Okay. Now look at what we are seeing here. 11.5 into this farm produce. Watch the result within 1 minute. All right. Tap water cannot remove anything. It can only remove dust and sand. But 11.5 from the table of Energy International has the power to penetrate and get rid of the pesticide, the herbicide from the fruit, from the rice, from the beans, from the apple, and all manner of fruit that you soak them. What you are seeing here is not a tea, it's the pesticide, the herbicide present in the fruit sprayed by the farmer. Okay, look at it in strawberry. You can see what out there. These things we have been eating it before now. If it is not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy protects himself and is spraying dangerous chemical into the farm. The farm that is going to eat with his family is not spraying it, but the one for productivity, for commercial, is putting the chemical. So that is why you need to be on the no side and prevent your family, because all this will have a serious effect on our family. Now, that is 11.5, which is number 4. The waste of 11.5 is strong acid water, which is 2.5. 2.5 is one of the reasons why they use Kangen machine in hospital in Japan. 2.5 is used for surgical equipment sterilization. They use 2.5 to sterilize equipment in hospital. All right. Now, 2.5 destroy germs, 99.9% of germs. Okay, you can use it to clean your floor, to mop your table, to mop your computer, and sanitize your hand, to soak, to use to clean your kitchen, to sterilize your knives and all manner of things, because it destroys 99% of germs. You can also use on healed wound. Okay, if you have unhealed wound, maybe breast cancer or diabetic soil or soil that refuse to heal, drink 9.5 all the time and be spraying the 2.5 on the healings, on the wound. You see the miracle of 2.5. All right, so let's watch the miracle of 2.5 on skin disease. This is eczema. 2.5 on eczema in 2 weeks to restore the skin back, while you're also drinking the 9.5 to take care of the internal body system. This is someone with a psoriasis before, after. Here is psoriasis on someone that I've been carrying for good 15 years and using all manner of ointment, yet the result is not coming. But having access to Kangen water in 60 days, drinking 9.5 to internal body, external body use 2.5, and the result is amazing. This is another lady who is suffering from psoriasis for just 2 months. By applying 2.5 and drinking 9.5, the result is amazing. Now, a lot of awards and certificates are being recognized and given to the factory and also to the technology. But we usually like to introduce to you 3 certificates. Ministry of Health in Japan certified Kangen machine with this certificate, a medical certification, medical device certification. International Standard Organization certified also with 13,485. The same certification given to medical equipment in hospital around the world. All medical equipment in hospital have the same certificate. So that means Kangen machine is a medical device that is used in a home. That is the only machine that is a medical device, or a home appliances that is a medical device. The job of Kangen machine in your home is to keep the health of your family. 2003, when distributor entered New York, Water Quality Association, United States of America, certified Kangen machine with a gold seal. That shows that it is a premium product, a product that is well recognized all over the world. Now, this is the machine. Level Look SZ501 is not a water purifier, is not an alkaline machine. It is called Kangen machine or medical device. Don't use alkaline machine. Don't use water purifier. Rather, Kangen machine or a medical device. We produce 5 different types of water. Here is the factory. Since 1974, this factory has been producing this water technology and use around the world. Do you see value in this machine? What value will you place on Kangen machine? If you have any value, go to the chat box and type what you feel that you want to use in describing this machine, or type 777. 77 shows that you value this presentation and you value this machine and you are gaining a lot in this my presentation. So go to the chat box and type 777. 77 is the numbers of champions we are using in our team in Excel. Now, Kangen machine is the best gift for your family. Do you agree with me? It comes with a 5-year warranty and durability of 25 years, calculated based on 15 years. Now, Level Look is a medical device, flashing model of 7 solid titanium platinum plates. This is a mechanism that works inside this machine. And the value today is 4,837,500. Once you buy this, this is the only one you are going to use for entire life, according to Mr. Oshiro. He said, when you buy it, you are going to use it for your entire life, and you also will it for the next generation. You can also get a smaller size, which is same size, but the mechanism is 4 plates. We call it SD Junior, and the value is 4,085,000 naira. The difference between SD and SZ Junior and SZ 501 is that Junior don't speak, but it will write, but it doesn't speak. But SZ 501 will write and it will also speak. Whatever I need, it will tell you. SZ 501 will also tell you whatever I need, whether it or need services or need changing of filter or whatever, it will write it, but it doesn't speak. But all produce quality and safe flow of water coming out from the machine. Now, this is another model called Level Look SZ501 Platinum Covered. The difference is same plate of 7 plates, but it has covered of type platinum. And at the same time, it speaks 5 languages. The other one speaks 1 language. This one speaks 5 languages, but the value is 5,160,000 naira. With that, you can have your platinum. Same 5-year warranty, 25 years minimum lifespan. Lastly, we have K8. K8 comes with 8 plates. It speaks 8 languages. Okay, also 5-year warranty, but the value for K8 is 6,235,000 naira. K8 is designed for the rich. It has a screen touch and it speaks 8 languages. Durability same 25 years, warranty same 5 years. You can make a pick out of the 4 machine. It's fantastic. Here is the Anispa. Anispa is 3,870,000. You can have your Anispa installed in your bedroom. Life is good when you have money. You agree with me? The best gift you can give to your family is Kangen technology. You agree with me? It's priceless. Yes, because if you look at the car you are riding, you buy a car with a lot of money and it cannot even serve you 5 years. If it can serve you 5 years, you can't use the same car for 25 years, not to talk of 30 or 40 years. But Kangen machine, you invest for one time and you continue to use your machine, even pass it on to the next generation. Only what medical grade water machine, ISO 13485 medical standard. Only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. No other machine in the world does that. 5-year warranty, 25-year minimum lifespan. One of the kind patented e-clean system. The machine does auto cleaning by itself. There are times you are fetching the water, the machine will say cleaning. Once you say that, don't fetch, allow the water to flow. Once it finishes, you write Kangen on the screen or say Kangen water 9.5. E-cleaning is a services you have to do on the machine. If you are using the machine for commercial, once in 2 months, you do e-cleaning. And do e-cleaning, the powder comes with the machine, which we send you a video, anybody can do what you watch the video and follow the steps. It's very, very simple and easy to do. But if you are using it for your private use, once in 3-4 months, you do e-cleaning system. So this is a presentation. If you are ready to do the transfer, this is company bank account, do the transfer. I'll need your proof of payment, your ID, which comprises your name and your full name, the way it is in the bank. Then I'll need your email address, your full address, your house address, your phone number. Then your machine will be processed for you to have. Now, I want to appreciate those that go on the chat box that type 777. Udoka, Ogene Gweke, thank you for that. The Right Ventures, thank you for 777. Then, and Dennis, thank you for 777. I appreciate you all for this. So if you still have a question, you can go to the chat box because this is the end of presentation. I believe you find value in what I've done tonight. Go to the chat box and send your questions. If you also want to share your Kangen experience, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question and also share your experience. Madam Blessing, thank you for the 77. Oluwafemi, thanks for the 777. God bless you. Please, this is time for question and answer. And if you also have things that you want to say, contribution, answer, or things that you don't understand, feel free to unmute yourself. I'm here to attend to your question. Why we can do a shares of Kangen water. I have my water with me 24/7. So over to you, Flo. Kindly unmute yourself and take over the floor. Thank you and God bless you.